had a flashback. And this thing happened to me quite often. Like, for instance, if I'm on the plane or in the bus, anytime like I'm very quiet, things just keep coming back. And most of the time it's comparison about where I was to. So I went out to the grocery store and coming back. I don't know why this thing flashed into my head is that you don't worry that much before. And I suddenly start these sceneries going through my head, or these scenes going through my head of the times when I will worry myself till I have a blinding headache. And most times, like 90% of the times, whatever I'm worrying about never come to pass. Or the answer was always there, but I missed the answer because I was worrying. In this very short video, I want to share something with you. Is that as believers, things would happen. Providing we're breathing, something is going to pop up somewhere or the other. Your health, a family member, or a child, your marriage, your work, whatever the case might be. And a lot of times, initially, we will go into panic mode, or we will go in on what we're going to do. And then we're trying to figure stuff out, we call in people and all of that. I saying this based upon experience. If we cultivate a culture of always leaning on God, look at it this way. If, for instance, a certain time in the day you usually pray, if, for instance, that challenge pop up around the same time that you pray, chances are you will turn to God with it. But we're human beings, regardless whether you believe or not, how strong is your faith, we are human beings. We go back to our default. If this thing happen, this thing pop up at 12 o'clock during the day, it long past your prayer time, chances are your first reaction to it is trying to figure it out. As against if it came early in the morning, when it's your prayer time, or while you're in your prayer closet, you get a bad news or whatever the case might be. But if we take this position or this posture of leaning on God wholly, and I find that is when it became a change for me, is when I get into the habit of thanking God wholly or asking a question. I'm telling you this. If God was an individual, even if he wasn't the supreme being, take it from me. Either he would have thrown me one side or you wouldn't get a chance to ask him anything, because it's practically wholly. I thank him for when I find something. I thank him when my clothes fit me right. I thank him when I finish cooking the food. I thank him when I get back into the house because I went out and do grocery. I keep asking him questions all the time. I just got a running conversation with him, sometimes verbally because I live alone, or mentally. So the minute something pop up, because of that, I go back to my default setting, because I don't even have to make the effort, because it is natural, because that is what I cultivate all the time. And this attitude or this way of doing it, it didn't come like by design. I didn't sit down and figure it out. I got to say by accident. I, by nature, always try figuring stuff out in my head. And after a while trying to figure stuff out and I ain't getting it, or I'm getting constant headache, I start asking God. And I start talking to him. And this is why I realize is that after I pick up that posture, it's not that things don't happen. And for all you know, sometimes more stuff happening now than used to happen before. But because I have the different posture, I do not feel just stressed out now as I did before. Because regardless of what, I'm telling you this. Let me share this. When I was living in Georgia, I'm getting to the car in the garage, looking in my handbag for my keys. I can't find the car keys. And let me say this. I'm not a person, people in the house got place where they hang up the keys. No, I don't hang up my keys nowhere. It's always in my bag. My handbag is be downstairs with me. When I get upstairs into the bedroom at night, the handbag is upstairs. If my keys are not in my handbag, it throws me off. It wasn't some winter time, so I didn't have a coat, so it wasn't in a coat pocket. I come up, where could these keys be? It was a Monday morning. The last time I went out was on the Friday. I came in, I even checked the half bathroom downstairs, but I'm saying if the key is there, I would have seen it before. I make 2-minute search, can't find it. I said, Father, I don't know for what reason this key is missing. I'm just asking you to show me where the key is and help me. I go about, I check certain places, but I choose a spot to go and look. I won't go into it because it's a long story. But anyway, I don't know why I end up in that corner looking for the keys, because with the way how I do things, there's no way that key could have been in that corner. But I just don't know. I walked to the corner. But instead of finding the keys, I found my little silver wallet. This is a wallet that I will have like my driver's license inside, and I would have the Metro card for MARTA, the Atlanta railroad system, and the bus system, and I will have my Metro card for New York. Those are the 3 things mainly being this little silver wallet, but it had my driver's license. So I went into that corner, I found that wallet that I wasn't looking for. When I went back to the bag, crazy. The key was right at the top of the bag. There was another situation that freaked me out, where this key came from. But what I'm telling you is because I asked God for guidance, and because I relaxed. If Paul of all I would have flustered, who knows, I would have never gotten that inspiration to go to the corner and find a driver's license. And I think that was the main thing, because when I went into the car, I would have gone out on the road without my driver's license. I would have got the keys, but I wouldn't have had my driver's license. For whatever reason, that key had to be the thing that get me back into the house to find the driver's license. But I feel I would not have gotten it before, because I would have been so flustered, I was angry, this thing messing up my day, I got this to do and I had that to do. But because I had the posture of turning to God right away, I said, Father, I don't know what reason why I can't find these keys, what you're keeping me from, but I'm just asking you to give me guidance about finding the key. And if I had looked around in a quiet state and I didn't find the key, what I would have done would have sit right in the house there. I would not have gone anywhere, because I would have looked at it as a way of God taking care of me from something or the other. So let's make God our default setting. When anything pop up before we go off and get ourselves worked up, and in some cases, who knows, maybe create more stress for ourselves, we will go to God. But we have to have that way of doing things when there's no strife or there's no confusion. Let it become natural that you will turn to God. So when something really do happen, you go into your natural state. That suddenly become your default setting. As believers, God is there for us. He's there to show us everything, anything we could lean on Him. But we dealing with nature, we dealing with who we were, or we dealing with the world, and all of these sort of things. So at times we could go off track. So in little ways, if we could devise, or as I share, it might be something that you would think about, yes, this could be it, of us getting in the habit of always leaning on God. So when something do happen, we will be able to turn to Him and it would not be a problem. If you are new to this channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. A returning subscriber or visitor, welcome also. If this video or any of the other videos on this channel is of any interest to you, please share. And you know what? We have space. Why not subscribe? Be part of the team. And turn on your notification button so YouTube will let you know when a new video is uploaded. And I'm Paula Simon. I forgot that. Welcome to my channel. You take care. Have a blessed day. Bye.